Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 2 of Eldritch Horror, Signs of Carcosa. We're continuing the Hastur month here, and you can check out links below to Pontos Fathom Press. All month we'll be doing the Hastur games and jumping into Turn 2 of Eldritch Horror. We have a quick recap of Turn 1, in which I think the biggest one was Priscilla Barnes had a bit of a fail inside of Urchin, and she had the issue with double madness cards after attempting to do the cities on the lake resolution, which she failed. So she'll probably be back at it again, and I believe we'll have Dexter Drake continue on to try to gain this clue. We had a gate spawn in Shanghai, and we had Wendy Adams solve the expedition for the pyramids. So let's jump right into it and start off with our action phase. So the problem with Priscilla, let me just add some of their tokens here. I didn't put their strength tokens. So no one's actually lost any points yet, but I should put their tokens down. And the problem with these madness conditions are that every time there's a reckoning, she has to roll to resolve them. So let's check out the characters' quests. I just want to double check on Dexter's quest to make sure that so if we check on Dexter's quest, it says when you pass a lore test for a spell, one Eldritch token is placed on his card. So he can gain up to 6 Eldritch tokens to get his Sorcerer Supreme. So he should try to use his lore test as much as possible. And I believe he can cast a spell. Yeah, we'll see whenever he has a magical test. So let's see if he's able to get some of those encounters. So that'll help him advance. So let's start off with Priscilla Barnes, our dilettante, and I think I'm going to give her a token as one of her items, and then I think she'll also engage in some resource buying. As you know, she has the power to acquire assets. She can acquire many assets, so let's give her assets to acquire, right? So I'm going to see what cards are here that she might want to grab. Flamethrower, Enchanted Cane, Assassination. Oh, well, she should get Assassination. I mean, that seems great. So let's have her roll for that. She can make her influence test. And she gets to do +2 action to gain the asset as well. So she gets 2, 3, 4. So she can get both the Assassination and the influence, although I think now her strength is pretty strong. Maybe she can do Assassination and Enchanted Cane, or the Flamethrower. She can give these away as well. Yeah, okay. No, it's like there was 4. She will go with the assassination and the security squad, I guess. Yeah, so she has these double components. Maybe she can... so when I gain this card, Assassination, I immediately choose a monster on another space. The chosen monster loses 2 health. So this monster has lost 2 health. So let's just indicate that by leaving a 2 tokens on the monster. So maybe when... so that's Priscilla's action. So she does assassination, and then the assassination card gets discarded. So this is great. And it kind of goes in line with some of the Hastur themed month that we're on. In this Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign edition, we have this quick introduction. It says, Carcosa is a fictional city at the heart of the Carcosa mythos. It was inhabited by Ambrose Bierce's... It was first mentioned in Ambrose Bierce's short story, An Inhabitant of Carcosa, 1891. In Bierce's story, the ancient and mysterious city is barely described and viewed only in hindsight after its destruction by a character that once lived there. Its name may be originally derived from the medieval city of Carcassonne in France. And in a short story of 19th century journalist, short writer Ambrose Bierce, the story concerns a man from the ancient city of Carcosa who awakens from a sickness-induced sleep to find himself in a lost and unfamiliar wilderness. And then that was used later extensively in Robert W. Chambers' book, The King in Yellow, though without greatly clarifying its nature. Chambers had read Bierce's work and had borrowed a few other names, including Hali and Hastur, from Bierce's stories. So we'll read some more from Moldenhauer's introduction to Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign. Links below if you want to check that book out. So Jenny Barnes has done her action. Let's move into Dexter Drake. Okay. Dexter Drake, the magician. I guess he can do this clue and maybe he'll make his way back and take care of that monster on his next turn. So let's just have him move. Well, he's in Sydney. Let's have him grab a ship token so that he can save that for his round trip back later, and that will advance him a little bit further. And then he will go and encounter this move to encounter the clue on the space. So that's Dexter Drake. Lastly, Wendy Adams. I believe we'll have Wendy Adams also grab a ship, and she will go 1-2 to London, returning the ship back. And her move is complete. She will do a location encounter in London. And let's wrap up the action phase, and then we're going to move right into the encounters phase. So first off, on encounter phase, we're back to Jenny Barnes. And Jenny Barnes is going to encounter another Cities on the Lake special encounter. So I've already shuffled those and put them at the top of the deck in the last card. So let's see how she fares this time. So one thing about her encountering this is she has no clues. So, oh no, she has 1 clue. So she can place 1 clue for that. So let's just have her do the encounter. That's fine. So in the port district of Ythril, you search for so it says Cities on the Lake. In the port district of Ythril, you search for a way to cross Lake Hali and investigate the fabled lost city. Resolve the pass effect to find a ferryman willing to take you, or resolve the fail effect to find a vessel and navigate yourself. So I think that she will navigate the she will try to find the vessel and navigate herself, right? That's more like Wendy's I'm sorry, we're not Wendy here. We are we are Jenny. So I think Jenny, well, I think it's more like Jenny's to resolve the pass effect to find a ferryman willing to take you. So I think Jenny would have a ferryman take her, right, as the dilettante. So let's have her roll for the pass effect. And she also has, let me see all of her qualifiers here. King James Bible Service. Madness. I have to also get rid of this 3-card Monty card I'm just seeing. So let's resolve this test and we can resolve that afterwards. Okay, so she can roll her test. And she resolves. It says, many of the locals refuse to go anywhere near the lost city, saying that those who return do so under the influence of the Yellow King. If you pass, you find a local fisherman willing to take you. Close this gate. If you fail, the guards are alerted to someone suspicious is looking to visit the lost city. Gain 1 pursuit condition. So she does not fail. She passes. So she is able to close a gate. So she closes this gate in Arkham. So we can discard the gate. And then she's able to place one of her clues here. Maybe we can do it cumulatively. I know we're supposed to put Eldritch tokens here, but what I'll do is I will have, I'll just make the point that as the gate closes, she is able to, unless we can just transfer one of the other player's clues, but no. So yeah, I think we can I'll just put a placeholder of the clue on that one. We still need to end up with Eldritch tokens, so maybe if she gets the next clue, she can add to it, something like that. I'll just kind of stretch the rule here. Okay, so next one is Dexter Drake, and he will encounter his clue. So Dexter Drake, a sharp-featured young woman claiming to be the master of several... Oh, sorry, is it no. You sneak aboard a cargo ship after you see it being loaded with crates marked by the yellow sign. Wow. So this crate's being marked by the yellow sign. Let us see what happens. Does he get any other modifiers here? No, he does not get any other modifiers. So he fails. If you fail, you are discovered by the ship's crew and you gain a pursuit condition. So he gains a pursuit condition. And I also have to resolve this 3-card Monty. So when you gain this card, immediately roll 1d6. This is for Priscilla. So she rolls a 3d6. She gets a 5. She gets 1 asset of her choice from the reserve or 1 asset random asset with a greater value of 3 from the deck. Then discard this card. So let's put 2 more assets on the here. And she'll get the specialist, and she will discard this card. And then also just keep this. We will remember to give Dexter Drake the pursuit condition in a moment. So Dexter Drake fails to get the clue. And now we're going to move on to a London encounter for Wendy Adams, the Urchin. So Wendy Adams has her London encounter, and it says, Harry Price tells you of an arcane legend. Gain 1 task unique asset. He asks you for help investigating the effects of the yellow sign. So she can roll an observation test, which she's quite good at observation. And she fails. If you fail, you acquire an aura of decay and impair her influence. Well, her influence is already pretty low. Okay, so she has to gain a task, and we will clear that next. So our investigators are not doing well at all. So Priscilla Barnes closes the gate, but is not able to put an Eldritch token on the cities in the lake. I think it's going to be on. It's going to be on Dexter Drake to make it back to Shanghai to close this gate. So I think that'll wrap up the action phase and the encounter phase, and now let's move on to the Mythos phase. So on Mythos phase, we get a breakthrough. The months of practice and frustration have suddenly paid off. What was nothing more than a distracting hobby now has been perfected to a true science, a breakthrough. So we're getting closer. We have a breakthrough in stopping Hastur's rise, folding through the dimensions, and bringing about the yellow sign. So the event is the lead investigator gains a talent condition. So I will give her talent condition, but let's also cycle through the events here. So the first off is to advance the omen. So we'll advance the omen track by 1, and Shanghai will cause the doom to go by 1. So doom advances by 1. Now we're at doom 10. We also have a reckoning phase, so that means Priscilla has to do reckoning on her madness conditions. So we'll roll. She can test her will. She fails it, but she has a reroll token. She'll also test her terror, which she fails, and then she can reroll. And she fails. So she fails both terror and amnesia. So let's see what happens. If you fail, flip this card. The terrible truth. Suddenly, the terrible memories of the profane ritual return to you. How merciful your mind has been to forget your horrible deeds. Now that you remember the truth, you will soon have to hold up to your end of the bargain. Gain a dark pact condition, then discard this card. Wow, she's in some serious trouble here. So she gains a dark pact condition. Next off, the terrifying revelation. You can no longer deny the horrible truth. Everything you have learned points to an unavoidable apocalypse. You lose sanity and discard half of your clues. Well, luckily for her, she has no clues. She loses 2 sanity, but I believe that she has something about... Oh. Let's just see if she can resolve one more. She gets to reroll 1 more die. No, she still didn't do it from the specialist, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Was this test a mind test? That's during a combat encounter. That's not combat. So I believe she can re-roll 1 more time. Let's just see if she avoids one of these. No, she has had the worst luck. So Priscilla Barnes is not getting the dice rolling award. So she can... just double checking. I think I'm thinking of... Yeah, so she has nothing else. So she loses 2 sanity. So we'll discard 2 of her sanity points. And she loses half of her clues, and we discard this. So this one gets discarded. Wow. So that was her reckoning effect. So let's just check if anyone else has reckonings. Oh yes, this is Dexter Drake's back injury. This seems very funny. He can resolve a strength test in addition to a strength test. Yeah, so he can roll extra dice for that. And he passes his... Okay, so he passes that, but he can get rid of that if he heals. So the next time he heals, he can actually get rid of that back injury. So, and then anything here? No. There is... Oh, yeah, she has the tattered cloak, Wendy Adams has the tattered cloak that helps her not lose sanity, but Priscilla Barnes does not have that. So I believe that's going to be it. Let's just check her dark pack condition. So I'm going to get her dark pack condition now, because that might have a reckoning on it. So let's see if I get a dark pack condition. This is cursed. I believe dark pact is on this side. Blight, cursed, detained, lost in time, hypothermia, despair, hunger, amnesia. These are all talents. What was the talent? Blight condition. Composed, elusive, persuasion, quick study, headstrong, practiced. Oh, that's a task. Okay, so that's not that one. Who has that one? But gain a pursuit condition. Okay, so he gains a pursuit condition. Let's see that pursuit. And she has the dark pack condition. So dark pack condition also, we can discard this card. So now this is Priscilla's dark pack condition also has a reckoning. So she just gets to roll the 1 die. She gets a 3. She dodges the bullet, so to speak. She's going to gain a unique asset, so that won't have a dark pact. He gains a pursuit condition. So let's just see. I'm sure a pursuit condition will have a pursuit condition, I believe, will have a reckoning. So let's just look for it. No, not that. Not there. These are all Bane, Madness, Corruption, Resilient, Lost, Cursed, Madness, Despair, Paranoia, Terror, Hallucination, Hunger. These are all madness conditions. Is there pursuit in here? Rugged, attuned, restless, quick study, studious. Nope. No pursuit condition. I've got to find a better way to organize these conditions, because even though I have them organized by type, it's not really clear when you're playing like how to jump to them. Let's see these. Are these pursuit? Hunted is a pursuit. Okay, here's the pursuit condition. So Dexter Drake has a pursuit condition, and we'll test that. So for the reckoning, he has to test by his observation, and he fails. Flip the card. You thought your nerves were getting better, but now you've been trapped in a dead alley. A monster ambushes you, then flips this card. So he has a monster to attack. So I guess we go to the monster bag, and we'll pull out a monster that he will have to encounter right away. And Chocho. So he has a Chocho that ambushes him. And let's have him resolve that combat right away as part of his encounter, or part of the Mythos phase. So, monster, he has to check will first, passes his will test, next has a strength test. He gets martial prowess once he got his the monsters gets 3 extra dice. He does 6 and damages it, so he is actually if you defeat this monster during combat, you gain a random item asset from the deck, which he can get. An item. He gets a stone calendar. You may move the omen clockwise by 1 without advancing Dune. So I think I won't do that. Okay, so I'll just keep that for now. And then the blight condition. She also has a blight condition. There's so many conditions right now. Oh my gosh, it's really crazy to do the reckoning. So I saw blight somewhere. So the lead investigator has gained the blight condition. So she has a blight condition. There's also a reckoning. The allies you surround yourself act erratically and without cause. Flip this card. Wherever your valuables go missing, resolve 1 item of your choice. Discard 1 item, then flip the card. Discard all your possessions and impair. Discard 1 item possession. Okay, so she can discard 1 item possession. And she will discard her... let's have her discard... I think the jewelry is good to keep. That's a trinket anyway. She has this 25. It gives her an additional die when she resolves combat. Or she has the Tommy gun, which gives her +4 strength. I think she'll just get rid of the extra die. So she's going to ditch her 25 automatic, and then we get to also discard. Oh, she has to keep the card though and flip it. Okay, well let's keep that then. The other one, she has to just leave all her items. No, I think she doesn't want to lose all her items. So she'll have to just gain some items. This is perfect for clearing her items out, actually. It's a great mechanism for her to get rid of items, as she can quickly refresh with her talent to achieve new items. And then finally, the unique asset, I'll give her that afterwards. And then, okay, so lastly, oh my god, this is the longest Mythos phase ever. Lastly, oh no, that's her Blight Affliction from last time. I've cleared that one. Now lastly, she gains a talent. We'll get her this one, the talent condition, after. And then finally, we will advance, spawn a new gate. So the last move is spawn a gate. Really, yeah, space 3. Okay, over here by Buenos Aires. Let's get a monster spawned on that. We will spawn a monster on Rilia. And we get a hunting Byaki. Okay. So relatively, for a round in which nobody won anything. I mean, we closed the gate. We didn't advance the omen. We advanced the omen. I kind of feel like we're lucky to be alive, though, for all of this hassle. So, okay, so that's the end of turn 2. I will grab Wendy Adams' unique asset, and I will grab Jenny Barnes' talent condition from this round, and see you all in turn 3. Check the link ahead. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It helps us to get more viewers and grow the channel, build our community here, and really appreciate you guys. Otherwise, YouTube algorithm will never find us. So thanks a lot for doing that. Helps us out a lot. And we'll see you on the next turn, turn 3. I will put my reminder here. and talk to you next turn. Bye.